First of all, let me preface this video by saying that Star Wars Rogue One never looked like a movie that I was going to be interested in. Even from its initial announcement, its concept just seemed like something to nostalgia bait fans of the franchise back into theater seats. Because, oh man, I want to see the Death Star again. I want to see TIE fighters and X-Wings. But it's just not. The concept is silly to me. Well, how did the rebels get the Death Star plans? I don't give a fuck how they did it. I know that they did it, and that whatever sacrifices they might have made to did it are irrelevant because they won in the end. So right off the bat, this movie has no stakes. None of the characters that you see in it, at least not the main characters, are in the original trilogy. So you have no investment to see if they make it out alive or not. And I know there have been stories told in the past numerous times that are well written about such hopeless situations or ones where you already know the outcome, but from how they've been promoting this movie it doesn't seem like that's going to be one of these stories. Because first of all, the lead writers are, instead of talking about how cool their characters are, like what makes them tick, he's parading them as being a multicultural group of women. Stupid. I don't care about them being women. I don't care about them being multicultural. In fact, it doesn't make sense that they're not multicultural since they're rebels in against a galactic empire, a galaxy. Of course, and when people across different planets gather together, they have different culture, but that's not what he means by that. Even though it's in a galaxy far, far away, in a time long, long ago, I'm sure he's just casting people who are like, look at the African American and that Muslim woman and that white lesbian. What the fuck does that matter? It has no context to our fucking reality. But it boggles my mind that the writers of this film think that does. One of them even, I believe his name was Chris Weitz. What an ironic fucking last name. He tweeted out shortly after the election where Donald Trump won. He was saying that the Empire is a white supremacist organization. That's stupid. Because first of all, the Empire is intergalactic. There's not a concept of just white people on a galactic scale when there's alien life forms, right? And not everybody in the Empire are even human. He uses the metaphor that human is the white. I'll show the tweet. It should be on screen now. But it's so silly. Like, if you know any of the lore, and when that's coming from me, who's not even the biggest Star Wars fan in the world, I know the lore more than the dude who's writing the fucking movie coming out. That's that's silly, and it just it's dumb to me that when we're still pushing, nobody has learned it. None of the liberals who are in power have learned their lesson about calling Donald Trump supporters or people who think like that, who reject the identity politics, as racist or supremacists or Nazis or Klan members. It's dumb. You won't accomplish anything. They don't care about your labels anymore. You stupid. You should be against rallying against elitism, not participating in it by saying that these working class people are all just racist and trying to get the minorities against them when they're all in the same boat anyways. I find it silly how the people propagating this meme, this white supremacy meme, are a bunch of rich people and they're mad at the working class. Or when it comes to Donald Trump and his cabinets, there are a bunch of rich people getting mad at rich white people for being richer than them. It just seems like they're coveting something. I don't know. But like I said, it's not like the writers of Star Wars Rogue One give a shit about money. Otherwise, why would they be alienating so many people by labeling this bullshit? But one thing I want to touch up on uh, is this outrage culture lately that's been coming from the right instead of the left. And it may shock some people to see the hypocrisy, but it's not really hypocrisy because you think even 5, 10 years ago it was supposed to be the right like the conservatives and the soccer moms who were getting mad and offended over shit and threatening to boycott. It wasn't supposed to be coming from the so-called logical left and the fucking the rational free thinkers, right? But still, as cathartic as it may be to fucking get, whether ironically or not, triggered over something like this, you can't go back and then make fun of your opposition for doing the same thing. At least, you know, when you do, just expect to be made fun of. Like, what happened with Starbucks? What happened with Hamilton? What happened with Kellogg's? Like, you can't boycott Kellogg's, nigga. Can't boycott Pop Tarts, nigga. You can't boycott Starbucks, nigga. I know you need that coffee in the morning before you go to work, and you're not gonna boycott Star Wars. I mean, I would like you to come up with a logical reason for why you don't want to watch the film, but you're just not gonna watch it because the writer said some mean shit about you. Oh, boo hoo. Fuck. Why don't you not watch it because it looks like it's gonna be shit like I won't? Anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about this. Fuck you. Good night.